Johnny Hiland is legally blind, but fellow musicians around the world are standing up and taking notice of Johnny's talents. And when you hear his story of courage and determination, you just might do the same.
Hey, how's everybody doing here tonight?
27 years old, Johnny Hiland is one of Nashville's most critically acclaimed young artists. Known for blending his country, rock, and blues-style guitar licks into a format all his own, he's blazing a new path on the solo guitar trail.
I'm actually taking country guitar to a rock market, and a lot of people kind of think that's weird, you know. I've been on stage with Sammy Hagar, but yet I'll come home, and of course I've played with Ricky at the Ryman, which I just absolutely had a ball doing.
He's a freak of nature, Johnny. He's unbelievable. I mean, there's not very many people that good on the planet. I mean, he's really, really, really great.
His credits include projects with Toby Keith, Randy Travis, Trick Pony, and more. He's produced instructional DVDs, and this past year released his first solo debut on Steve Vai's Favored Nations label.
And it was just so interesting to see a guy from Nashville play country-style guitar with some kick and distortion with like a Van Halen-style rhythm section, and basically that's what we're doing these days. And I'm just absolutely loving it, man. It's something new and fresh, and I'm just, like I said, I'm having a ball, man.
Johnny Hiland's story is not unlike other Nashville musicians who quit college to pursue their dream of music. Until you learn something about Johnny you may not notice when you first meet him. Johnny Hiland has been legally blind since childhood.
I wasn't able to really play, you know, baseball or basketball or anything like the normal kid, so I basically sat in the room with a guitar, you know, and just played along to CDs and basically learned that way.
It wasn't long before Johnny was recognized as a guitar prodigy. He knew at an early age the guitar would be his first love.
But at age 10, man, I went and saw Ricky Skaggs for the first time back in 1985 when he had Country Boy out and, you know, Highway 40 Blues and Heartbroke and all those big hits, man. And when I saw Ricky jump up on the PA speaker with his purple telly, man, I said, that is it. That is exactly what I want to do. And so that's really what basically started me playing an electric guitar. And then from there, like I said, I just sat in my room for hours with a CD player and hoped for the best.
And for Johnny, the best would come almost 15 years later, after he'd moved to Nashville and established a bit of a reputation for himself. A phone call came that would end up being a highlight of Hiland's career.
And I hear, you know, Ricky on the other end saying, "Hey, Johnny, this is Ricky Skaggs."
Well, he was a little out of it, sounded like.
And of course, at first I'm thinking, yeah, right, you know. And he said, "Hey, man, I'm doing a new record called Brand New Strings, and I'd love to have you come in and play some guitar on it."
Really kind of thought it was someone prank calling him, because I'd never talked to him on the phone before.
I didn't even know what to say.
Requests like those come often now. A sought-after sessions player, he's one of the best live performers in town. He teaches master's guitar classes, and he's even teamed with Paul Reed Smith to create the Johnny Hiland guitar.
A lot of cats that do sessions here in town, you know, they have just a huge plethora of different guitars for the session. And I said, "Paul, I'd really like to create one guitar that can just do it all, you know, so you can take one guitar into the session and just be able to, you know, capture any sound that the producer is looking for."
Johnny and that guitar have already earned quite a spot. They're featured on a new billboard welcoming folks to Music Row.
Obviously, that's another dream come true for any musician, to be, you know, riding through town and see your mug up on a up on a billboard, you know. It's you know, it's really mind-blowing.
Johnny is as motivated today about his music as the day he first arrived in Nashville. He's passionate about music education and wants to use his handicap to motivate school children to pursue music.
I'm really blessed, and I really want to show kids that. I want to say, look, it's you know, it's great to have music as an emotional outlet if you're handicapped or even if you're not. It's great to just sit down, be one-on-one with an instrument, and just express yourself. I mean, there's many times I can tell you that this guitar has been my best friend. You know, it was just the one thing I could be with that accepted me, I guess, for who I was and allowed me to express myself through it. Don't really ever allow anybody to tell you you can't do something, because it's not true. You can do anything you put your heart to, and that you know, anything you dedicate yourself to, you can do it.
He's just brilliant. I mean, he just has a gift, and he knows where his gift comes from. That's the thing about Johnny. Johnny knows the Lord God has blessed him with a gift to play and to communicate and to let people know, you know, that where his gift comes from. He's a very grateful, very thankful person, and I just love him. He's just a sweet soul.
There you have it. I can't go no lower.